Howdy from Arlington, Texas, y'all. Hope this video finds you well. It is Monday, and you know what I do on Mondays. Well, I don't do it every Monday, but if I do, it's Mail Day Monday. And I have got a metric crap ton of stuff here. As you know, I don't do it every Monday. I tend to let them stack up. I feel like I'm only doing them about once a month anymore. So the stacks get large, the videos get long, and I like to hear myself talk, and that's not a good combination. So let's get going. Well, I take that back. Before that, if you saw my Dallas Card Show recap video, I showed the things that I did pick up at the card show, which was, I want to say, 3 weekends ago. But I failed to show you one thing. Now, if you follow me on Twitter, if you follow me more specifically on Instagram, you've actually seen this. And actually, if you watched my video on Saturday, you saw it. I just didn't point it out. And it's this bad boy right here. JT Triple Crown 24. Beautiful custom card. You know, he and I talked about it, and some folks, they don't look as much like them, and some they do. And this looks a little bit more like me. I think what we talked about was the fact that I've got glasses and I've got facial hair kind of makes it look a little bit more like me than somebody that doesn't have, again, those things. It's a little tougher. Dude, this is spot on. I love this. I've been using it. I now use it on Instagram as my, whatever you call it, profile, main picture, thumbnail, whatever the hell you call it on there. I've shown it on Twitter. I still have my, generic Beansball card blog that I use as my logo here. Card number 36. Signed by the artist, JT. Triple Crown 24. I love this, man. You are the best, and you sent me the picture so that I could use it in other spots. That is great. I don't know how many he has left, but if you like those and you want one, you need to get a hold of JT. You can probably copy, comment on one of his videos. If you're on Twitter, you can find him there. It's Triple Crown. But if you're listening to me and you don't know who JT is, I don't know what to tell you. So anyway, let's get going on some of the things that I have picked up recently. We'll start here. This Travis Braden autograph, numbered out of 99 from Panini Prism Racing. The reason if you've seen some of the old, some of the Travis Bradens I've shown so far, he actually attended, and I believe graduated from West Virginia University. He has raced as high as the ARCA Series, which is technically 3 series below NASCAR. This is a card, I'm not actually looking to do the rainbow on the autographs. I wish he had a Prism that wasn't an autograph. That would have been more down my alley, but the only things he has in Prism are autographs. This was one where I placed an initial bid. I think I wanted it, it was like $3, maybe $4, and had forgotten about it because it was a 7-day auction. And then, bam, I get that notification on my phone. 15 minutes, you're winning, whatever it is they say. And then nobody else bid on it, so I won it. It doesn't happen often. I just put that minimum bid in, that first bid, and boom, 7 days later, it was mine. So something you haven't seen as much of on my channel, but if you've been watching for a while, you've definitely you've probably know that I'm a huge James Bond fan. So my buddy Sammy, he collects Bond stuff definitely more heavily than I do, but he buys lots and stuff, and he has passed those along. When I say passed along, it's not like he just gives them to me because hey, he put money into them, but he gives me good prices on them. So I was able to add Mary Goodnight is her character name, but her real name is Britt Eklund. This is from the 2019 Bond set. I believe it's 2019, but it's the first Upper Deck set, and actually, so far, the only Upper Deck James Bond set. Relic card. I think relic cards in entertainment, I don't know, there's just something about them. I think they're so much better than a sports relic card because how many jerseys does Mike Trout wear throughout the year? And then you get like a white swatch. How about this? Pinstripe suit, Got the picture of him wearing said pinstripe suit. And I know Topps does some of that with some of their higher end relics where they have the, what are they? The holograms. Holograms. That's the word I'm looking for. But anyway, love this card. Sammy, he is BQ Aggie on the Twitter. And then this dual relic tuxedo shirt jacket of Felix Leiter from Casino Royale. And I forgot to look before the video. Jeffrey, I can't remember what his name is. Jeffrey Wright is his name. And he is my favorite Felix Leiter of all. Don't at me. All right. Big old stack of stuff here came in. We're just going to rock and roll through it. Some of this is for me to keep. Some of it's for me to send to others. Who knows? Some of it's not all that great, but it is what it is. So this was from LeBron's Locker. That's what he has his name as on the Twitter. And I do not recall exactly what his handle is, but if you're over there, you can follow me, Beans B-Card Blog. You shoot me a message if you want to get in on his stack sales. A lot of these early ones are just rookies. A lot of them are no names, but he had pictures up, and they were like 5 cents each, 10 cents each. I just took them all. I can find a home for them. They're probably not, probably not going to keep any or many of them, but sometimes you just grab them. What we got here? I know I got some Ohio State. I know I got one Ohio State friend. That would be JT Triple Crown 24. You got Brent Nearmint Musings, who is a Washington State guy. My buddy Jason, who does not do YouTube, but is one of my closest friends. I don't understand. I mean, I understand why he's Oregon, but I don't understand why he's Oregon. But he's an Oregon fan, so that'll end up with him. What do we got here? I probably paid like 50 or 75 cents. I don't think I'd have paid too much more for these. But a Brady, Breeze, Mahomes, Murray. I know I didn't pay $1. I would not have paid $1 for those. I know they're quote unquote worth that, but I would not have paid that for those. Ben Coates, random, was looking, saw that, and then just got into this rabbit hole on the internet between Wikipedia and Pro Football Reference or whatever. Ben Coates was a freaking stud. Go look at his statistics. I understand that he only played 8 or 9 years, and I understand that maybe even a couple of those weren't outstanding years. But when this guy retired, he was, I believe, 4th in tight end receiving yards, and something like that, maybe similar in receptions. This was Drew Bledsoe's guy. This guy was not only a beast in the NFL, he was a beast on Madden when I used to use the Patriots, and I was Drew Bledsoe, Ben Coates, and then that deep threat they had, Vincent Brisby. There's a name that you haven't heard in a while, I guarantee, if you've ever heard it at all. He was a little bit better in Madden than he was in reality, but, what are you going to do? So, yeah, I decided to pick up a Ben Coates. It'll just go in a binder with some other stuff. Every once in a while I take a look through those binders, and I like having the cards that, they give me happy memories. They make me think about something. These make me think about those teenage years, those years when I did love playing Madden. I never really was a big video game guy, but I would get into like Madden and the NHL games. And man, Ben Coates was my guy, and the Patriots were my team. What can I say? I was young and dumb. Roethlisberger, about that for somebody. Corey Harris, Strike Force. I thought that was cool. Ravens, a little bit shiny. It's going to go to my buddy Brian. You would know him on YouTube as Burr Knowledge. If you haven't checked out his channel, you're missing out. Good dude. Same thing here with a Miles Boykin. A Legends, Steve Largent, numbered out of 100. That will be going to another collector. Adam Pac-Man Jones, Chomp Chomp. Not a fan of his personality and him off the field, but he is a Mountaineer. Once a Mountaineer, always a Mountaineer. Drew Bledsoe. Just picking up a random Bledsoe. It'll go in that same binder just as I go through, and, just some memories. Just when I need something to do, go through. Charles Johnson, Shiny Refractor. That's going to somebody else. Braylon Edwards, I believe this was numbered out of 1,000. Pick that up for somebody. Little Zach Ertz Refractor action. Got somebody in mind for that. James Jett, Hale, West Virginia, Hale. Some shiny late 90s, early 2000s Topps goodness. To be honest, I barely remember the name Michael Sinclair, but it was shiny. It's a Seahawk. It's going to have a new home soon. Andrew Luck, Hayden Hurst, just shiny Raven. I don't think it's numbered or anything like that. Hayden Hurst and Shannon Sharp. Probably one of those ones I picked up for like a nickel or a dime. What do we got? Some here, some more. Is that McFarland Jr. play for the Squealers? Oh, it's a Maryland guy, so that will also go to Brian, a.k.a. Burr Knowledge, Ohio State. What do we got here? Anyway, we'll send those somewhere because, yeah, they're not all, not my thing. But I love sending gifts to others. This will be one for someone else. Stephon Taylor. I've got a Cardinals fan I'm sending that to. He's not a YouTuber. Braylon Edwards patch. Some of you guys, if you're watching this, you probably already know there's a good chance this is coming to you because most of you guys, there's not a whole lot of teams where I have multiple guys that collect, friends that collect those particular teams. I got Miko and Ed that both collect, Wesker Griff that both collect Phillies. Ed collects a little bit of Orioles, I believe, and then Burr Knowledge does some Orioles, but there's not a whole lot of overlap. Oh, picked that up for somebody. I thought I was going to send them a PWE, but it looks like I will be sending them a bubble mailer. Can't stand Roethlisberger. He's a punk. There's a reason I call him Reapsburger. He's a piece of trash, but hey, you know what? The Steelers fans love him. You're good enough. You can get away with just about anything, huh? Kevin Green, numbered. Carolina. Got that for somebody. Joe Thomas, Mini Legends. Numbered out of 50. Again, picked that up for probably a couple of bucks. Joe Flacco, numbered out of 99. Not there anymore, but hey, if you're a Ravens fan, you're a Ravens fan, and a lot of team fans are completists or like as much as they can get. So that is the end of LeBron's locker. These few were a purchase/trade. I probably shouldn't have gotten them because I already have some of these and multiples of them. But I love the O-Pee-Chee Platinum. I need to do this team set. I think I'm pretty close already. I probably can put a second one together after this. Love Blackhawks cards. That's my team. I love when they're numbered out of, or not, sorry, not numbered out of. When they have their parallels that are either red or black, like the team colors. But yeah, all numbered out of 199. I bought a bunch of these cheap on ComC, so the combination of I paid and I still need to ship him some things. That's Derek OT Cards on Twitter. I don't believe he's on YouTube, but he's also on, where is he? His OT Cards. ComC. All right, sorry, team bag, taking a while to open. Oh, here we go. So these are from Evan. I think he is OTB_cards on Twitter, but he had pulled this Joel Kiviranta Young Guns from this year. Super excited about that. He actually told me he would just send it to me, so that was awesome. Then he threw in a couple extra stars, so these will go in my wife's Stars binder. She is a Stars fan. It's going to be an interesting winter. We pretty much watch all Stars games, and then I'm really wanting to try to get into the Mavericks this year. Anyway, wanted to get into the Mavericks this year. I guess my Alexa's talking in the other room. So yeah, it's like, are we going to do sports every night? And she's not really a basketball guy. But anyway, if you don't know who Joel Kiviranta is, that is okay. But in the Western Conference Finals, he scored a hat trick in overtime as a rookie. I think they were his first 3 goals, if I remember correctly. But scored a hat trick, including the last one in overtime, to send the Dallas Stars to the Stanley Cup Finals, where they got their balls kicked in by the Lightning. Womp, womp, womp. Slowly but surely, getting some of these Jason Williams white chocolate refractors. I think this is like my 3rd one. I'm wanting to just kind of do the Topps Chrome run. Obviously, I'm going to have to put out some big money on that rookie one because they're going for, I feel like you can't get one for under 100, and it may even be a bit higher than that. But it's crazy. Even these other random ones, you're still usually spending anywhere with shipping from $6 to $10 just for a refractor of Jason Williams, unnumbered. These I actually won on Sport Lots as some items. Come to find out, they were my buddy I used to work with here in I'm in Arlington, but we worked together in Fort Worth for an amount of time. I actually think I got him a little more. He was still collecting cards. He was collecting Joe Harris because he's from his hometown. And he loves sports, but I think when we started talking about cards, I think he got a little deeper into it. He's on Trading Card Database now, but I had won these auctions from him. I didn't even know it was him. And then he's like, oh, I owe you some stuff. So he actually sent me my money back and then still shipped them to me. So thanks, Steven, if you're watching this. I think you've watched some of my videos. I don't know that you've watched all of them, but appreciate it. Yeah, it's just so funny to go. It was so damn weird because there was a tracking number put in there, so I searched it, and then it was coming from, the city. The zip code was the city he lives in. I was like, damn, are those coming from Steven? So I messaged him. I looked up the user ID, and I was like, it somehow is related to the Mariners. He's from the state of Washington originally. Lo and behold, it was him. Damn. So I got these on, I think, Sean Bryan _89 on the Twitter. Nothing big, you wouldn't think. Nothing you notice about it until you see that this bad boy, excuse the light. Come on, focus. Focus. Okay, so what that says right there is 1 of 1. It's Brandon Jones. I love status. Don't really know that much about Brandon Jones. I'm not really. I tried to get into NASCAR a little bit this year without success, but it is what it is. Okay, so maybe it'll focus now that I get off of. There we go. So it was focusing on Mini-Me right there. But anyway, 1 of 1. So I actually have bought another one of these. I'm actually going to try to complete that rainbow. But this was also a 1 of 1, a Denny Hamlin. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to complete that one too. Anyway, where's it at? 1 of 1 right there. Got these for an outstanding price as it was. And then I opened the package, and there's 2 additional cards in there that I knew he was selling. And I'm like, dude, I think you sent these to me by mistake. I need to get them back to you, so you're not looking for them. He's like, nope, just threw them in there. Denny Hamlin, Prism, autograph, signing sessions. It'll be interesting to see next year with him co-owning a team 75-75. He is now the co-owner with one Michael Jordan of a team that will have Bubba Wallace as their driver next year and will run car number, you guessed it, 23. And he threw this Hailie Deegan in there too. Not necessarily a big Deegan fan, but hey, I'll hang on to it or maybe pass it along to someone that's a fan. I don't understand the obsession with Hailie Deegan and Danica Patrick. I mean, I do, and it's weird, but I don't get it. Anyway, moving on. Sport Lots auction win. Bunch of these foil boards. I guess these are from the factory sets, if I believe correctly. Numbered out of 264. But honestly, for the price I got them, I just picked them up. I'm like, okay, I got some team collectors, some guys I can move these on to. So I've got some ideas in mind for some of these cards to go somewhere. Nobody that I PC or anything like that, unfortunately. Would have been cool to have seen like a Ryan McBroom, a John Means, a Jed Jerko in there, but, shit in one hand, hope in the other, and see which one fills up first. This bad boy right here will not be staying with me. This will be going to a certain someone probably within the next couple days, but this is a Juan Soto out of, I think, 2020 Gallery. Numbered out of 99. Let's just say, if you follow me, or if you subscribe to me and you watch this, you're definitely subscribed to the guy that this is going to. So you're going to see this again sometime. Maybe. Hopefully. If it gets there. Stranger things have happened. Thanks a lot, USPS. Alright, what else we got here? From my buddy Mike Summer. You might know him as Wax Pack Hero. He's the Mike Summer on Twitter. He's actually got a channel here. I think it's Mike Summer is his channel here. He posts some of his podcasts here, but another Joel Kiviranta. He actually sold me that one before Evan told me he would send me the other. Here is where you can find Mike, one of the good guys. Actually recently purchased a little mini card shop, but he sells on eBay, and he is a good dude. He is one of the good guys in the hobby. All right, what else we got? Now that I'm not, I'm talking faster than normal, but you know what? I'm getting through this. I'm getting through this stuff. I mentioned Brian Burr Knowledge. I mentioned that I was going to send him some stuff. He was kind enough to send me. He is an Orioles fan, but he knows I'm a John Means fan. as he pitched at the West Virginia University. So out of the kindness of his heart, he sent me those, dropped those in a PYE for me. Hashtag Team PWE. What else we got here? We're going. Sorry if you heard that beep. I think I got a Facebook notification. My buddy Bo hit 1 million Cubs. So, thanks for you. But really, the reason I was showing you this is 1 million Cubs. So you can get 1millioncubs.com. He's on Twitter at 1 million Cubs. He sells on eBay. He sells a lot of dollar cards with low shipping, PWE shipping. He opened a factory set, and he pulled one of the foil boards of Ryan McBroom. Hail, West Virginia, hail. Once a Mountaineer, always a Mountaineer. So this is one of the ones numbered out of 264, and he was kind enough to just send this my way. Focus. And in there, too, on the other side, raise hell and praise Dale. Yeah! Appreciate that, Bo, without an X. Haha. If he hears this, he gets it. He's the only one, probably. So I showed you this one earlier, and I guess I'm still showing it to you. I said that I put that first bid on it and just kind of forgot about it because I have all these eBay save searches, and they're set to, show me the newest stuff. So sometimes I'll just place a bid so that I get that notification, hey, this item's about to end. You need to go check it out, usually anticipating I'm going to get outbid because, well, 95% of the time I do. Well, I didn't on that, and I didn't on this. I'm not even really collecting these, even though it's Manoah. And as you've seen my videos, I'm collecting the Manoah Rainbow, but not the autographed version. But again, this one was like $3 or $4 with like $3 or $4 shipping. I put in that opening bid on it. Probably wouldn't have paid anymore. This is the version, this is the Carolina Blue, numbered out of 30. Come on. Come on. There you go. That's what Daddy likes. But anyway, won that. I mean, honestly, for me, it's not necessarily worth $8, but it was just like, what the hell? I did it. I won it. Winning. Moving along. What else do I got here? Do I got more? Do I got more? That's great English, especially for a freaking journalism major. All right, I guess that's about it. The only other things I had to show you are Montgomery Club. So I got the final set of the Montgomery Club 20. What is it? Montgomery Club 2020. I got my final 20 card set. I did get my autograph was Dave Justice. Not exactly who you're looking for. But obviously, as a kid, dude was a stud for quite a long time. Played for the Indians later, so I'll probably hold on to that one. Maybe not. I'm assuming most of you have probably seen this set from someone else already, but we'll run through them real quick. I like the design. I like sets. I like cards where they have borders that match the team color. That not all the borders are the same. So I definitely liked these for that reason. And Judge Ted Williams, Willie Mays, Ichiro, Ripken Jr., Cody Bellinger, Nico, Vlad Jr., and then this is some kind of like bonus card. I think everybody got this because it's like, what is it? Thank you 2020 members. Thank you, Mookie Betts. All right. So anyway, my autograph was Dave Justice. If you got a set of those, who was your autograph? I'd be interested to see who else was included in there. I definitely did not expect any retired. If I was expecting retired, I would have thought it would have been somebody like Griffey, one of the bigger names, because those are usually what they do and things like that. And the last thing, oh man, I forgot to put Davy J back in that set. Did also get my Montgomery Club factory set. I know one of my friends, he's a YouTuber that you know. I'm not going to throw his name, not going to throw him under the bus. He did offer to, he asked me how much I wanted it for it. It's not really a set, I'm not a baseball guy, but I am going to go ahead and just hold on to those. It's going to sit on a shelf, and we'll see. I mean, maybe if they get to a certain point where they have a certain amount of demand for them or something, maybe I'll consider selling it. Maybe I'll consider breaking it up, but as of now, I am just going to hang on to it. Might also be interesting to see if I could find one from last year. Established 2018, so this is 2020, 2019. Was there a 2018 Montgomery Club? I think it was just 2019. See if maybe I could even get the run since I will be in the Montgomery Club again next year. I don't collect sets, but it would be certainly cool to have these. So anyway, that's what I got. Who knows if I'll do another mail day before Christmas? I don't really have much else coming. If you've been a long time watcher of my channel, you say that tongue in cheek, you know that I kind of things kind of go in spurts. Well, now we're kind of at a downtime as some of the things that I've been buying have been to send out for others, hopefully to give others a little bit of Christmas cheer after this crazy, crazy ass year. But that's what I got. Hope you're well. Stay safe. Wear a mask. Don't be an asshole. Think about others. Wear a mask. Don't be an asshole. Think about others. And I will see you down the road.